Hey guys, welcome back to Only English Literature. Today's video is going to be a little special because we are going to talk about the Squid Game as a Marxist text. Let's start. So we'll understand what is Marxism first. Marxism is named after the philosopher Karl Marx who developed this idea. It is a social, economic, and political philosophy that analyzes the impact of the ruling class on the laborers, leading to uneven distribution of wealth and privileges in the society. Basically, it says a lot about the struggle between bourgeoisie and proletariat, where the proletariat, the struggling class, is the players, fighting to earn the sum, and the bourgeoisie is the elite or the VIPs, taking sadomasochistic pleasure from their plight, from the situation, sitting in their cozy couches. Squid Game shows the brutal reality of the people in debt in Korea. The entire game setup looks like a microcosm of struggling class people. They are coming from different backgrounds and sharing their personal struggles with each other. They all are different, but the motive is the same, that is, to live a life with the money. So, the first topic we are covering is in all the seasons of Squid Game, players could choose whether they want to play the further games or not. In an authoritarian condition like this, it is a mere illusion. When the majority of players in season 1 got out of the game, the reality of struggling in their life hit hard. Player Ali, who had no money to return back to his house, as one of the participants says, just as bad out there as it is in here. It either way they have to die. If they could not return, their debts, the debtors, would abduct or kill their family members or them. If they lose any game here, they would be eliminated from the earth. It is every time reminded in the series, these games are equal and fair for everyone. Those who will follow the rules will pass the game, but the people like VIPs benefited from the systematic privilege, watching the players die and betting on who can survive. Though they had a choice of voting during, but there were no alternatives to get out of their world of debts. They returned to the brutal world, unable to survive into the struggle. It shows that they have a choice to choose, but democracy is a constructed illusion of suffering, exploitation, inequality, and despair. In Marxism, it is seen that the laborers are demarcated from their own products, the products they have created on their own under the capitalist mode of production. Capitalism hinders the ability of laborers to recognize their creative talent and specify them as human beings. The same realization we get from Squid Game. Every player is different. Jihan was detached by his daughter. Ali was betrayed and thrown out of his workplace by the manager. Sae-byok is isolated as a North Korean defector. The female guard in season 3 lost her child and family. Though each player is suffering, they are surviving. The games like Knife and Key made the contestants isolated from their companions. The Knife team were the hunters, while the Key team were the hunted. Their survival was reduced in tools in survival context. What made the game so thrilling was that the participants' close friends were into harming the other. Jang Jeum-ja kills her own son Yong-sik as he was engaged to qualify the round by killing Jun-hee. Jeum-ja helped Jun-hee to give birth and protected the baby to her last breath, even from her son. Out of guilt, Jeum-ja kills herself, so a situation like this sabotages many relationships, which creates a loss of identity and individuality. The psychological alienation could be seen when friends like Sang-woo betrays the closest friends like Ali and deceives his childhood friend Jihan. Jihan is traumatized to his life for being detached from his daughter. And even after winning the game in season 1, he remains depressed and vows to change the brutal system of mass killing. In season 3, before dying, he rejects the unchanged system of the upper class for treating the humans as horses.
우린 말이 아니야. 사람이야.
The dominant class shaping the beliefs and values of society to maintain its power. The show represents a miniature depiction of the undead people. It serves as an allegory of testing humanity and faith. The deadly survival game can create a hegemonic system where the powerful, the VIPs, can indulge in sadistic entertainment while the masses, the players, are trapped in a cycle of desperation and competition. The anonymous VIPs maintain secrecy surrounding the game strengthens the idea that the game is inevitable and not designed to benefit anybody. The players were given a fair chance to leave the game, but they could not. Even Jihan had to die at the end as he could not escape. It reflects that no ordinary person can change the system and there is no escape from it. The only escape is death. Imperialism is the policy or practice of extending a country's power and influence over other territories or nations, often through military force, economic control, or political domination. The players and the staffs of the Squid Game are Koreans, but the VIPs or the wealthy observers mostly have an American accent. The host or the frontman works under these VIPs, which shows that he is too under the control of the VIPs. And he refers this to Jihan that if Inho dies, they will hire another. The show critiques the idea that wealth and power grant one the right to exploit others, echoing historical and contemporary examples of imperialism like Occident versus Orient. The series also critiques the idea of dog eat dog. Westerners really enjoyed the participants throwing off one another from heights and by prioritizing only their profits over emotions. VIPs wore golden animal masks, represent their power with wealth and the reinforcement of their animalistic behavior on watching life and death games.